do.
1st and 10. They go to Gibbs. Look at him break outside on Benford, and that's just a great example of what he can do.
Opportunities all day, and you'll see Sean McDermott, see if he knows that, but they've only got one safety back.
A lot of options for this play. They go toss, and it's coming back over. Took off. He's going to unload it down the field to a wide open target. Amon-Ra St. Brown. That's what 2nd and short can offer you. You said take a shot there, Tony, and right you were. Picks up 24.
Well, it's just going to be a simple handoff right here. Goff, toss it, throw it back to him. Now he's going to run with it, right? Nope, it's Jared Goff. He's going to throw it. And Ben Johnson said, Joe Brady, you don't get all the credit on the other side, the coordinator. I'm pretty good too.
So
as you saw the toss to the back, he handed it. This one was the double pass, but the same thing. It's just a different guy. And Randall's just good enough to throw it. This time they had to go with Goff.
Yeah, that's right. On room here. That is Gibbs taking it to the 13 as the Lions come racing back down the field after the Bills punched it across for a second time.
You're seeing both teams use this motion to disrupt the communication on the defense and get players to be slow to their gap and their technique. And right now that's putting a lot of pressure on the defensive communication with these fast motions right at the snap.
That was a gain of 14. Gibbs, big part of this drive, that's so far covered 57 yards. They give it to him again. This time the Bills wrap him up quickly, including Taron Johnson, Greg Rousseau. Gain of 1.
And Taron Johnson, this is one of the top slot corners in the National Football League. He plays in that front 7, and he's got such a huge responsibility in this system. This system relies on him to sniff out runs and play the pass and really just make the correct decision. And boy, has he done that throughout his career.
2nd and 9. Laporte has become a hot target in this part of the field. As that pass saw Gibbs slip a little off balance, and now you got a 3rd and 9.
Very difficult. This is the internal pressure. It's going to be a screen pass that should have been easy pitch and catch. I mean, I think I could have got the 10-year-old team to just throw that pitch catch, but I think this is where Buffalo wants Detroit, right? That's why they're going to pressure on 1st down, I believe. Detroit has to win 1st down. That's the key to this game.
On 3rd and 9. Goff looking, throwing, caught, 1st down, and touchdown! Tim Patrick with a stellar effort.
The off-schedule throws by Jared Goff, as you see Patrick giving the extra effort. What an outstanding play by Patrick, who's really come on, unselfish, tough. He adds that length, and you see the length being shown off right there. But Jared Goff's ability to extend the play here, he had some off-schedule throws last week that were off the charts as well versus Green Bay. The stadium's saying MVP.
They want it for their quarterback.
He's right in the mix.
There's the extra point converted by Bates. How about Tim Patrick? Signed as a free agent against the Buffalo Bills. And what a nice little comeback that was. 10-3 from Buffalo. Bates is #1 in the NFL in delivering touchbacks. He adds another one to the list right there. Let's go to Trace.
Jim, Jared Goff told us he's forever grateful for Dan Campbell, who, when he lost his confidence after he was traded by the Rams, wrapped his arms around him and lifted him back up. He also told us of a pivotal moment in 2022, coming off a 4-turnover game. He walked into a meeting with Campbell not knowing his fate, and he laid it all out there, just saying, I'm trying to do too much, trying to be the savior. Campbell said, that's all I ever wanted to hear from you, Jared. Just release. That changed everything. A huge moment for Goff, Campbell, and this Lions team.
Thank you, Trace. They're 32-8 in their last 40 regular season games. Handoff goes to Davis. That's a staggering 80% as the flag comes out.
Well, to Trace's point about Brad Holmes just being aligned with Dan Campbell, these two have the same vision on how to build and structure, as we see what the call is from Adrian first.
Holding offense, number 76. 10-yard penalty, remains first down.
In Brad's background, as Tracy talked about, just had a big hand obviously in drafting golf because he was with the Rams, but he's an incredible talent evaluator. And I think that's one of the keys to winning in the National Football League, Jim. What team can evaluate talent a little bit better? Because it's Perry. Everything's built to be even. So if you get a guy like Brad Holmes and then you connect him with Dan Campbell, well, what a shock that they've been able to build this thing correctly. And now all of a sudden you're seeing the fruits of their labor there.
We've got a pair of coaches and GMs that are so aligned.
Totally agree.
Both sides of it.
It's so key. And when that's not aligned, I mean, you really don't have a chance against the good teams who have that. And Dan Campbell really showing he's one of the best football coaches in the National Football League. He's got the pulse of this team consistently.
You saw Carlton Davis stagger to the sideline after a holding call on David Edwards. The 32-8 stretch for the Lions is tied for the best 40-game stretch in team history, and is tied coming into the week with Case for the best mark over the last 40. This is a 1st and 20 now for Allen and the Bills, and wide open with the catch. That's Knox, Dawson Knox for 19 yards, and we're going to head it back to the broadcast center. Adam Shine, all yours.
Jim Nantz, chemistry problems? What chemistry problems? Jalen Hurts, A.J. Brown, of course. 10-3, Eagles over Pittsburgh. Back to you and Tony.
Okay, another big-time matchup on this Week 15 Sunday between the two from the Keystone State, as the Bills plow ahead with Davis and pick up the first down. So they get out of a 1st and 20 rather easily.
Yeah, they did. And right now, the game plan that Buffalo has come in with has really given problems for this Lions defense. I mean, they play man. Nobody blitzes more than Detroit since Hutchinson went out. They've really ramped it up. But if you're going to play man-to-man against Josh Allen, he knows you're playing man, and Joe Brady knows you're playing man, the play caller, well, they've already schemed up about 4 throws that's really changing.
On first down, going to come over to Kincaid. Going to take on 2 tacklers, pick up about 4 with his second catch.
Two of the top 4 offensive lines in the National Football League showing up today, and that's why both these quarterbacks helps you play more patient. Josh Allen, that's the growth right there.
You think about how many times he was in shotgun last week trying to play catch up for the entire afternoon. Never got sacked, has not been sacked in the last 3 games and a quarter here today. Only 13 times on the entire season.
Well, this is the same unit for the last 2 years. Continuity, outstanding job.
Cook running behind that line and squirms low to get within about 3. It'll be a 3rd and 3 on the way.
And they continually pull the tackle. They see the fronts that Detroit doesn't really necessarily out-scheme you all the time. That's why they made a concerted effort in the offseason to go out and get 2 corners. They got Carlton Davis from Tampa, and they drafted Arnold, and that's really helped. But today they're getting a lot of pressure on just running man. They're getting exposed.
Đây là áo phông, đây kia là thang nghiêm nha. Top 1 chưa rồi. Đây là áo phông, giờ đi đâu áo phông? Nói trên tiếng ơi. Áo phông ơi, đi đâu rồi? Đi đâu rồi? Áo phông ơi, đây áo phông được trang nha. Ok, ok.